Okay. Very tired today, but I will just draw some random stuff. I will draw some stuff, then I will stop. Okay. Yeah, let's draw some stuff and I will stop. But I wonder why. I wonder why I feel so tired. Even though I slept at 5. Even though I slept at 1 p.m. 1 a.m. yesterday. Like 1 a.m. is pretty early for me. So or maybe my sleep schedule is just too degenerate. So I need to sleep even earlier. Hey, hello Aku, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah. I believe my sleep schedule is too degenerate. Like, I just keep sleeping at 1 a.m. Like, it's gotten so bad that 1 a.m. is early for me. That's how bad it is. So there is literally no way to fix it. It's literally over. But yeah, hope you're doing well, Aku. I don't believe it's over though. I did not see you yesterday. But I believe the the solution is to keep sleeping early. But like, it's because I feel so guilty whenever I sleep a lot. But I don't believe I should feel guilty. I should still just wake up at 9 every day, but except I just sleep so much every day. I don't believe resting a lot is bad. I am going to adopt the 30-30 rule. For every 30 minutes of work, I'm gonna have 30 years of rest in the mountains. But like, that's quite difficult to achieve, like the real 30-30 rule. So 30 minutes of work and then 3 days of rest. Is that doable? Maybe. What about 30 minutes of work, then 3 hours of rest? So, you know, if you have like 12 hours in a day, then you will be able to rest for like 9 hours. And then you work for 3 hours. You know, wouldn't that be great? Aku, you were tired and did not want to turn on the TV. Yeah, no problem. You had 2 meetings today.
Sleep is a myth. You shouldn't worry.
I hate meetings. I would just find a way to like not go. Like, meetings are a complete waste of time. That's a fact. There is nothing good about meetings ever. Yeah. Nothing good will ever come out of meetings. Like, you never fucking discuss anything during meetings. Hey, hello Koi.
Hello.
How are you doing? What about the meeting? Yeah, I'm talking about how like meetings
What
are
about the meeting?
meetings are a lie. Like, nothing productive ever gets done at meetings. It's completely pointless. Yeah, nothing good will ever be achieved at meetings. It's all fake. It's all just fake. It's like Minecraft. Like, Minecraft has like a budget of a few billion dollars, but literally nothing gets added to the game.
The first one was a meeting to figure out what to do since we missed a week of college. The second was a
They have
meetup for
so
the
much
council.
money and so many employees, but nothing gets added in Minecraft.
Damn, just imagine how cool it actually is on paper.
Yeah,
bunch of
imagine
people
how
collaborating
cool
and
it is on
discussing what
paper.
to do next.
Imp. Should I call you Imp now? Actually, like, your name is not even like Quay. So I should just call you whatever display name you are right now. Yeah. How cool it's on paper. Yeah. Like a war room kind of shit. War room type stuff. But the problem is that most of the time it's just people talking about nothing. And Aku, a meeting to figure out what to do since you missed a week of college. What do you mean you missed a week of college? Because of the snow? Also, meet up for the council. Yeah, that makes sense. But the council one makes no sense, though. Like, you're not some anime student council. You don't need to have a meeting to discuss it. Yeah, so recently there was a breakup on Twitter. Like it's a pretty big drama, and yeah, it's like it's been on my timeline for some time. It's like the drama between Tens and something and another person. So yeah, these so like Katie broke up with Tens, but
the council meeting was to make sure stuff was getting done.
But they have been together for 6 years. And people are just discussing. People are discussing it. And it's crazy how like a 6-year relationship just like falls out. So naturally people are suspicious about it. Even though according to them, there is no wrongdoing from any of them. Like they are just like falling apart. They're just mutually agreeing to break up. But you know, people find it suspicious, and I don't know. I also find it kind of weird, especially the way they phrased it. And they also breaking up after 6 years. That's a long time. But yeah, people are making up drama in their own head. But even though they say that there's nothing, so I don't know. Maybe because like there's no drama, so people just feel the need to manufacture some drama. Hello, Nigiri. Yeah. Should be like Russia. Yeah, like... So now people are just digging up... people are digging up their past tweets and history. And they found this other guy who's like hanging out with him. Right? And then they are saying, oh, she's cheating with this other guy. But then Tens, so Tens is the guy, and Katie is the girl. So people are suspecting that this other guy is cheating with Katie. But then Tens comes out and says that and he's just a friend, and they're not cheating, right? But it's still kind of suspicious. But yeah, basically, people also say that because so Katie had cancer. So like this person, people are saying that she's cheating with this guy, John. The e-girl streamer drama over her ice statement. What? Who? The e-girl. The imp. Oh no. John Pork. E-girl streamer. Ice. What? E-girl. Statement regarding ice.
So Imaru has decided to drop an apology on Twitter about her comments regarding.
But like what? For not condemning ice. I mean, so like she's supporting ice. Oh, Nigiri, you use Copy Party as well. Damn. Do you use Hydra's network though? But yeah, Katie and Tens, they're breaking up after 6 years, and the thing is like during. So Katie had cancer. Katie was fighting cancer. So while that was happening, and Tens basically quit his career. He was like a professional gamer. So he left while he was on his peak to take care of his girlfriend, Katie. And yeah, people are like, but he just sacrificed everything to take care of her, and now that she has recovered, she just breaks up. Which could be true. I mean, if she's cheating, then yeah, that's pretty bad. But at the same time, Tens is saying nothing happened. They just had a mutually agreed breakup. So, I mean, that's boring. So yeah, I guess that's why people have a lot of drama about it right now. So because just nothing is confirmed. There's just no apparent wrongdoing. So people need to manufacture drama. But also like a lot of people are saying that she's ungrateful because he was taking care of her when she had cancer, and he also allowed her to become famous. Like Katie is a streamer, but before that, but she got famous because she is Ten's girlfriend, and Tens was very famous back then. Tens still is very famous, but apparently that's how Katie got famous. It's because of her association with Tens. So yeah, there are a lot of people saying that she's ungrateful for just ditching him as soon as she has recovered from cancer. And there are also people saying that Tens donated bone marrow to her when she had cancer, and now she wants to break up. Even though that's not fake. That's not true. Tens did not donate bone marrow. So yeah, but I also understand why people are acting like that. Because like a study has found that the majority of women go on dates for free food. So nowadays there's a lot of simps. There's a lot of simps, like men giving things to women, expecting favors in return. But society has changed. So nowadays you are not really expected. Because like before, if you read these old stories, it's full of like love stories, like the guy gives like a girl stuff, gives the girl money, so they just get married. And so it has always worked culturally to just like give a girl stuff and then she will love you. But nowadays it doesn't really work anymore. Like you can give some like e-girl your entire life saving and she still won't love you. You will just be like a simp. So I guess that's why there is a lot of people projecting themselves onto them. Not imp. You're not like all the other girls. I bet you are just like the other girls. But yeah, like in a lot of, because like back then like love basically didn't exist. It was all just like arranged marriage between families for interest. Not for love, but for interest. And then you have just like no mention of love. Unlike in modern time, there's like, just like no loyalty whatsoever. Like you see this even with like rich people. Just people getting divorced all the time. People getting divorced. Well, back then divorce didn't exist. So yeah, all of these social changes have made it so simping doesn't work. So now people are frustrated whenever they see ungrateful behavior, such as this one. You know, like Tans took care of her when she had cancer, so now they expect her to stay with him. But she just leaves as soon as her cancer heals. As soon as she gets well, as soon as she recovers from cancer. So that's why people are so mad. And I guess they are kind of right. It is important to be grateful. You should not do favor towards someone who is ungrateful. Yeah, you should not do that. But you also cannot really force someone to return the favor if they don't want to. Also, I don't like this face. I'm gonna delete it. Arranged marriages. I mean, aren't you already dating? But either way, I don't really believe arranged marriages are good. Well, because like most of the time it's like two people who have nothing to do with each other. Like they just don't even know each other. So there's a lot of incompatibility. Like arranged marriages only worked back then because divorce were not a thing. But if divorce are a thing with arranged marriages, then like they would just fucking divorce. There's also the social pressure from arranged marriages, because obviously both families know each other. That's why they're getting married. So if they break up, then both families are gonna start fighting with each other. So like they just like have to, they kind of just like have to stay together to keep the families together. So that's also why there's like so much cheating and stuff going on, because they don't actually love each other. They're just together because they need to like hold power, basically. So arranged marriages are kind of bad, but they're also kind of good if you are in one of these powerful families, because it's not really for love, but for power. You know, it's like these kings marrying their like sons with daughters of other countries. But yeah, like as a whole, I feel like nowadays people are less and less grateful for stuff, because like it's pretty natural to feel like we have to return favor. Like if someone helps you out, then you will I feel kind of uneasy when someone helps me out, because I just feel like I have to return the favor. And this is kind of natural. Like if someone gives you something, you feel like you owe them something, so now you have to give something back. Like this is just like a social convention, and I feel like it's kind of ingrained in humans to give back when someone gives you stuff. That's why there's the proverb, give before you take. So yeah, people do expect the favor to be returned when they give out. But nowadays it's kind of weird. Like especially with online streaming, for example. You can give someone like thousands of dollars and they will just barely know that you exist. So there is like a breakdown of this like give and give back type of thing. But also with regards to dating, you know, since a lot of women are just going on dates for free food, they are basically just dating to get money and food from the guy, and the moment he stops providing, they just leave. So modern dating with dating apps also just creates a lot of like entitled and ungrateful women, because on dating apps it's advantageous for women, because there's like three women for every 5 men, I believe. So like there's a lot more men than women on dating apps. So as a result, even if you are like extremely mid as a woman, you will still get dates. Which is not the case if you are dating in real life. So you get like a status boost if you're a woman on these dating apps. So this creates a lot of entitlement, because just now women have a lot of options on dating apps. So they just like go on dates just for free food. Meanwhile, the man don't get a lot of matches. So every time a man goes to a date, he just wants to impress the woman. But the woman just wants free food. So that's why people are just talking about how Katie is so ungrateful, and that she should like stay with him because he took care of her during when she had cancer. But I don't know. I think that if they are not compatible, then they should break up. There's no point in staying together if you are not compatible with each other. But there is also the rumor that she might be cheating with him, which if it's true, then she's a fucking bitch, because cheating is the worst. So I don't know. Just like the latest internet drama. Yeah, speaking of cheating, like a lot of people who cheat are just actual narcissists, because there is like, I saw a Reddit thread of a woman who cheated. Like that Reddit thread was like, what's the thing that traumatized you the most? And the girl was talking about, she was with her ex, she was with her boyfriend, and she cheated once. And then she's like, oh, whatever, I cheated. And afterwards, she was like, the guy then proceeded to cheat 5 times with all of her friends. And she said that this scarred her for life, which is just so weird, because she's the one who started. And when she cheats, she's just like, whatever. But when her boyfriend cheats, she's just like scarred for life. Like a lot of these cheaters are just like complete narcissists who are okay with doing whatever to others, but the moment others do the thing to them, they just can't take it. But yeah, as for like gratefulness, actually like this one is pretty hard. I feel like the only way to really draw this image is through what I'm kind of doing right now. Yeah, YouTube is working right now.
Testing.
I can see your
1,
message
2, 3.
now.
Is YouTube working again?
You were posting messages? Yeah, we are good. We're good now.
Good now.
But yeah, it's like this drawing is extremely hard. I'm not built for this drawing. This is way too hard for me. I could both are hard, because especially the clothes are hard to draw. The clothes are extremely hard. Because especially like every time I draw clothes that are kind of very big, it just kind of confuses me, since you can't see what's underneath making it difficult to actually place the different parts of the clothing, if that makes sense. But yeah, as for gratefulness, what I believe is that you cannot really expect people to be grateful and to return the favor just because you are nice to them. You know, just because you are nice to someone doesn't mean they're gonna be nice to you. But also,
yes, clothing can be hard to draw.
I believe that every relationship should be reciprocal. So like every relationship should be, if you do something for someone else, if you care for someone else, then they should care back, then they should care you in return. One-sided relationships never work. So yeah, that's the thing. You should not like be nice to someone who is not nice to you in return. And you should not help someone who will not help you in return.
It is even hard when the character is sitting and the clothes are flowing
So
around the
knowing
legs.
this,
That was probably the hardest thing about the drawing identity.
it now seems to me that it's pretty important to refuse favors just to see what the other person will do. Like if the other person keeps asking you for favor but never returns it, you should just cut them out. But you should also just like, if someone asks you for a favor, if someone keeps asking you for a favor, just like don't do it for once and see what happens. If they just like back out and get very mad, for example, or just never talk to you again, then that's a sign they're a pretty bad person. Yeah, when the character is sitting and the clothes are flowing,
With that, you shouldn't do
yeah,
favors
it's
for just
all
anyone whenever
hard.
they ask.
Everything is hard. Aku, what do you mean? What do you mean? Oh yeah, you should also ask people for help. You know, like if you are always the one helping but you are too shy to ask for help, you should learn to ask people for help.
Microphone, face purple.
Because
You didn't
if
have
you
to
don't
cut me
ask
off
them
when
for
you said
help, then you don't actually know if they want to reciprocate. If they just like back out the moment you ask them for help, then you just know they are not worth pursuing. Just so that you know that it's not reciprocal. You know, for example, like if you always initiate the conversation with someone, you know, just try to not initiate the conversation for once and see what happens.
You shouldn't do favors for randoms. You don't know more than once without anything in return.
Nigiri, you don't have to cut me off, lol. Aku. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the actual thing. You should not really care about strangers' opinions. Because you are not really gonna do anything with, you're not gonna like see them ever again. You know, for example, if you're obsessing over what hairstyle you should have because you are going to class, and what the people in class are gonna think, it's like if you don't know anyone, then who cares? It's not like if you have a good hairstyle, people are gonna do something. Like you should only like spend time and energy to someone who will appreciate what you did to them. Because otherwise they're gonna be like, oh, I never asked you to do this for me. Type stuff. Like an example I can think about, like let's say you go outside and you buy a pizza and you just give it away to random people. You just give a slice of pizza to random people. Well, they won't really like appreciate it. To them, they just got a free pizza, and if you ask them for favors afterward, they will probably refuse it. They will probably refuse to give you any favor, to do you any favor. However, if you give pizza to like a friend who you know will return the favor, then afterward, if you ask them for a favor, they're probably gonna be like, yeah. So you should only do favor to people who you know will actually appreciate that. If it's not reciprocal, then just cut it. Like any kind of relationship, like friendship that's not reciprocal, it's just like, it's just meaningless. It makes no sense. Because if they won't return the favor, then it's like, it's literally just like a parasitical relationship. They will just like leave you the moment you stop doing them favor. So that makes no sense. So yeah. Now that I think about it, it just makes no sense to be scared of refusing a favor because you think this will make someone not like you. Like if someone doesn't like you just because you refused a favor for them, then they are already not someone you want to really be friend with. But yeah, like I'm thinking about this because I'm like late to class almost every time. But when I'm late to class, I kind of don't want to go to class because I'm thinking, what are the people gonna think if I'm late to class? But it's also kind of ridiculous because what are people gonna think if I'm early to class? It's not like people will give me like a third job if I'm early to class. They won't do anything. And like when I'm late to class, people won't really do anything either. Like whether I'm early or late, just nothing really happens. And no one really has like an opinion of me. So like trying to impress strangers is just weird. Because even if the strangers are impressed, nothing really happens. It's like on Twitter, whenever I see impressive things, the most I will do is to like the post and put in the comments like, oh wow, that's so impressive. But beside that, nothing. If the poster DMs me afterward and is like, can you do me this favor? I'm probably gonna say no. So like, it makes no sense. So yeah, that's about reciprocal stuff. The problem with people and art.
But I don't like when people compliment me saying I am a good artist and they wish they could draw like me. I want them to compliment my art.
You don't like when people compliment you. They want you to compliment your art. Well, I guess. Lolo Nigiri. But I don't understand your point. Because nowadays, like, the art is kind of... The art is kind of connected with the person. You know, because a person makes a good art, a good work of art. You know, if you draw something that I like, then chances are the next drawing that you make, I'm also gonna like it. So, of course, the artist is important. If you are dead, then it makes sense to like to talk about your work. You know, because you're fucking dead. But if you're alive, then I believe, then yeah, it's more important to talk about the artist.
There are expensive art of bananas. And
Aku, expensive art of bananas. Yeah, but these are bullshit. These are like CIA psyops. These are not real. Because like you are posting on social media, so of course people see the account. Or like assuming you show this to like a friend or something. But if you post this like anonymously, then yeah, people will see the work for itself. But I don't see your point. You prefer to just have your art be seen rather than you as a person. But I would say it's both. If your art is not good, then people are not gonna really admire the artist. People will only admire the artist if the art is good. But yeah, it makes me kind of realize that a lot of things I believed in the past are just very wrong. Like, for example, I was scared of like bothering people by asking them for help. But if I don't bother them and asking them for help, then how am I gonna know if they're worth being friends with? You know, because if they just like back off the moment I ask them for help, then they're not really someone I want to like keep being friends with. I could ignore the art completely. I mean, if you just show someone your work and they're like, "Oh wow, you're so talented," maybe they don't really like your work. Maybe they just want to appease you. Maybe they just want to like tell you that you are pretty good, to like compliment you. Actually, I see this a lot in like online. There's like a lot of drawings that are just kind of made online, so I don't really like them. But if they were like, if the artist was to like post the art to me, send me their art and is like, "Oh, what do you think about it?" Then I'm gonna say, "Oh yeah, you're so talented." Even though I hate the drawing, just to not offend them. Lol, rough.
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 Offend them.
Rough. But yeah, also maybe with like testing people, you should try to offend them and see their reactions. But overall, it's still kind of difficult to like test people. Good boy. You should say rough twice because of how rough things are right now. Also, these hairs are pretty hard. But maybe they are not that hard. I'm getting the flow pretty well. So yeah, actually this drawing is not that bad either. Kind of just not that bad. There is a lot of details, but yeah. Also, I don't like when I see PewDiePie talk about blame. This is a very specific thing, but PewDiePie made a video about blame. And I don't like it when someone very popular likes the same thing as I do. And it just feels like they are introducing more people to this thing that I like, which makes me feel no longer special. So this is why people gatekeep. Yeah, Imp. Like when you see all these gatekeepers, for example, someone goes to like a pizza shop and the pizza is very good, but since they're a gatekeeper, they post about it on Twitter, but they don't mention the restaurant's name. So they just like make these cryptic tweets about how good this pizza place is, but they just don't say the name of this restaurant because they want to gatekeep it, because they believe that this pizza place is kind of theirs, is kind of his pizza place, and once he tells other people, it's just gonna become like, it's just no longer gonna be his. Or like with these online gamers who don't want people to play the game the way they want to, who are like, you cannot use a shield. If you use a shield, then you are not actually playing the game the right way. Because if you use a shield, because they want people to play their game the way they want to. But what is this mentality called? The gatekeeper mentality. There must be like a psychology term for this gatekeeper thing, like wanting to maintain a secret club. I am curious about it, because it's like with these underground artists, people are like, yeah, just gatekeep these underground artists. Don't let it become popular. Which makes no sense, because, or maybe it makes sense because, you know, seeing like a small artist suddenly become big is kind of crazy, because suddenly you lose control. Like let's say I'm in like a small Discord server and I'm able to talk to the same like 2 people every day. But let's say one day like 10,000 people join, and suddenly the server just gets very popular. It's like, then it's full of people I don't know. And that's kind of scary, right? Because before that, it's full of people I know, and I had an important position in the server. But now I'm just like a random, and these people don't know me anymore. So I'm losing my place in this new. Oh, you're gonna gatekeep. Well, I don't think there is anything to gatekeep. Also, I saw that I have 1,200 subs. I did not expect to continue to get subs. To get subscribers. So yeah, gatekeeping stuff has always existed in piracy, for example. People don't want you to like people don't want you to spread their piracy website, because the moment you talk about their piracy website, then the authority is gonna be out there to like shut down the website if it becomes too popular, which is true. Like, if this thing gets more attention, then good things can come, but bad things can also come. So there is risk. There's like risk to it. Celebrity. Yeah, but like, I guess in the case of restaurants, it's like,
which doesn't really matter.
Proxy exists. Yeah, I guess.
Proxy exists.
Like in the case of restaurants, for example, if you know that this restaurant is good, but it's not very popular, then you can just go there whenever you want. But if this restaurant is popular, then you are gonna have to wait for 30 minutes every time, which is bad. So people want to gatekeep good restaurants to prevent them from becoming popular, so that they can always have access to a very fast waiting time. For example, some other reasons for gatekeeping is like case of communities, for example. Like, let's say like a game is full of 4chaners playing it. But now a YouTuber suddenly makes a video about it, and suddenly a bunch of people flooding and just like takes over the original fan base, for example. And that's also a problem. So that's why they also want to gatekeep it. There are like lots of reasons for it, but I don't believe gatekeeping is good. And I think in the end, they just want to feel special. Because if they really wanted to move in the dark, they would just never talk about it. So they are both attention whores. So they want to talk about it. That's why they're making all these cryptic tweets and cryptic comments about their secret place. They both want the attention, but they also want to feel special. So they just gatekeep it. Yeah, that's really stupid. So, fuck gatekeepers. But yeah, I'm done with this one. Alright. Lol, Aku, you're gonna keep gatekeeping your assistant. Yeah, maybe you should open the relationship. Oh yeah, also fuck open relationships, by the way. I believe it's just really against everything humans are used to, so it's really bad. Yeah, thank you, Imp. Yeah, goodbye. Bye bye.